Hey everyone, I know I'm a bit of a mess right now, just ignore it. I've been trying to catch up on schoolwork all day and can't really be bothered, so it's now day 11 of the challenge, and today's question is, what are some of the things that trigger you? Do you do anything to avoid these or handle them? So personally, nothing triggers me anymore, but I did want to talk about this topic because there are some things about it that bother me. Part of recovering is learning to handle triggers. And although it's not easy, over time you have to train yourself to not feel like you need self-harm just because you maybe saw a triggering image of something. I see this happen pretty often on Tumblr where someone may have posted that they relapsed or something like that, something that might not even be that bad. And they get a lot of hate from people and people saying, you made me self-harm and you triggered me. Just being really awful, and it's usually on anonymous, which is ridiculous because they won't even show their faces to these people. And I hate seeing that because although I'm sure you didn't want to see something unpleasant that triggers you when you're scrolling through Tumblr or whatever, but it's not somebody else's fault that you self-harmed, it's yours. And that may sound harsh, but you felt like you needed to do it and you made the decision to do it. You can't be blaming other people for your self-harm or yelling at them because they posted something about their self-harm on their own blog. If you didn't like it, if it upset you, unfollow them. Especially if someone's just relapsed and they posted about it, they're probably looking for support and not for someone to be a dick. And this doesn't even just relate to Tumblr. I mean, if you think about it, in real life, if someone triggers you, you can't just be yelling at them about it. So, for example, when I used to self-harm, if I saw pretty much any sharp object, I would be thinking about self-harm because I wanted to know how that sharp object might be if I self-harmed with it. And so, if I saw someone holding a pair of scissors and it made me think of self-harm, I can't yell at them and tell them that they triggered me and that they made me self-harm. It's just not okay because it's not their fault. Yeah, although I don't agree with people posting things on Tumblr like pictures of their bloody cuts or stuff along those lines, it's still not someone's fault. And if people do post stuff like that, they're just probably in a bad place and don't need you being mean to them. I already filmed this once and I felt like it was way too sassy, so I tried to tone down the sass a little bit because I don't want to be rude or upset anybody, but that's the truth. It's not somebody else's fault if you self-harm. And over time, you can learn to deal with these triggers and not be so bothered when you see something that may make you want to self-harm. So let me know in the comments down below what you can do to handle the situation when you feel triggered, and what can you tell yourself, what can you do instead of self-harming, and what not. Basically, anything you can do instead of self-harming or yelling at somebody. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow.